Aloha world. Today I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of living in Hawaii. You might say, are there cons to living in Hawaii? Yes, there are. Of course there are. I'm going to start with the cons. So the first con to living in Hawaii is that it's really far away. If your family all lives in Hawaii, then this might not apply to you. But if you move here from somewhere else, you might feel like all of your family and all your friends are far away. Luckily, as I'll share in my pros, it's really easy to make friends and people are very friendly here. But when your sister's coming home from a mission, or if your other sister gets a new boyfriend and you want to meet him, it's hard because you are so far away. The second con is that living in Hawaii is expensive. This is a rough one. Housing and groceries and just everything is just a lot more expensive here. And it can be a little bit frustrating when you're used to living where your money goes farther and suddenly you feel a little poorer in Hawaii. But at least you're living in the sunshine. The last con about living in Hawaii is that you're not always on vacation. Living in Hawaii is so fun, and it's so fun to take your visiting friends around and be a tourist, and there's so many wonderful things to go and do, but you also have a life. And when I was the busiest time being a student, I would spend like a month and not walk to the beach because I was just like living in the library. And sometimes I'd even feel guilty. I live in Hawaii, I need to go appreciate Hawaii. And so you still have real life troubles and, problems and busy things to do, especially if you're a student. Okay, enough of the cons because we know that Hawaii is so wonderful and I want to get to the pros. The first pro of living in Hawaii is that the weather is amazing. I just spent 10 months back home in Nevada and it has ruined me. I was cold all the time. I'm used to this now. I love it. I will say that sometimes people visit me from home and certain times of the year and they feel like Hawaii is so hot, and I have definitely been hot in Hawaii a lot, and you need a fan. You need more than one fan if you don't have AC like we do. But really, most of the year, you can spend time, any time of day, outside, and it will be pleasant. And the sun will be shining, and you can sit and take a nap, or read a book, or go to the beach, and you can just spend a lot of time outside, which I really, 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 really love so much. The second pro goes along with that, and that is, of course, the beach and nature. Hawaii is like New Zealand in that it's so beautiful. And sometimes I just forget and stop noticing how beautiful my surroundings are. I walk across campus and I can see the green mountains, and they're just gorgeous. And I just love the beach. I walk to the beach. Takes me 10 minutes. I put my feet in the sand, and the waves crash up on my feet, and it's just glorious. I love the nature in Hawaii. The next one is so huge. This is the Aloha Spirit. This is a real thing. People, at least most people in Hawaii, are just so kind and nice and friendly. And apparently Hawaii was rated the happiest state, and I believe it because people are just wonderful. When we were in Nevada, we had to call our bank in Hawaii, and that song Bamboo, Bam Bamboo, that song was the background while we waited, and then the nice Hawaiian lady answered the phone, and she was just so nice, and I got off the phone and I said, we have to go back to Hawaii. That lady was so nice. I want to be around those nice people all the time. And I know that there are nice people everywhere because people are wonderful, but I just love the feeling of the Aloha Spirit here. The very last pro that I'm going to talk about, although there are many more, is the cultures in Hawaii. The Hawaiian culture is so rich and so beautiful. And it's been so fun for me to learn about it and appreciate it. Yeah. But then also in Hawaii, there's an opportunity to meet a lot of people from a lot of different places, especially here at BYU Hawaii, where we have students from 70 countries. I just get to walk around and meet people from everywhere, and I wouldn't have that opportunity in most other places. So I love, 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 love living in Hawaii. So let me know in the comments, have you been to Hawaii? Do you want to visit? Do you love the place where you live? Let me know. And please subscribe to my channel, because my next video is also going to be about Hawaii, interesting things about Hawaii. So subscribe. Have a good day.